Callum, I've got the Dunstan election this weekend, I think it is.
God.
With Stephen Marshall quit, so it's caused a new election. Where it's just people in the Dunstan district need to go and vote. And with this, it means, starting to get a bit of stuff in the mail and, people will come to the door saying the classic, can I have a moment of your time?
Yeah. So that's the classic catchphrase that you're just hearing on the daily now. I guess they're doing the ring-arounds, doing the run-arounds and seeing if they can swindle a vote out of you.
Yeah. Now, usually, when someone's coming to the door, I'll just... If they're coming, for the, talk to me about whatever...
Yeah.
Just turn off the lights and pretend no one's home.
Oh, so that's your technique. No one's home.
That's the classic, but doesn't always work. Because the minute someone rings that doorbell or knocks on the door, my dog is going off crazy.
Yeah.
He's bark, and you can sort of act out like still no one's home, but it makes it a little harder.
But as well, it's annoying for you. If your dog is chirping away, barking heaps, he's probably not going to stop until you investigate what's behind the door. So you're sort of forced to sit there and have this, barking non-stop pissing you off. So
I don't know
have
what
to check
it is.
Eventually.
But usually when someone hears a dog barking, they're like, ring the doorbell again. And it's like, don't do that.
I mean, maybe a beware of the dog sign could be good with a picture of a Rottweiler gnawing on a bloody piece of lamb or something to really intimidate them and get the message across.
Just so people are aware, my dog is a pug.
Yeah.
The least intimidating looking dog.
Complete opposite. I don't know. Door-to-door salespeople, though. What's I would have been surprised if Moats had an increase in sales since the medieval times. Why don't we install a few of them, have some alligators going around?
Well, that's exactly what I want to talk about. I want to talk about these, door-to-door salespeople. You got your Avon ladies, people trying to sell their political ways to you, people coming around, trying to get you to donate to stuff. I want to get some help from the Fresh fam here.
Yeah.
Have you got any tips on how to avoid door-to-door salespeople?
Exactly
Mine is
right.
the classic, turn off the lights, turn the TV down, no one's home.
Yeah, as if you just have to sit in silence and hide under the bed. Other techniques...
Eventually, I'm scared they're going to get caught, they're going to catch on.
Yeah.
Well, why is no one ever home?
Yeah, we know you're in there, bashing on the door.
Yeah.
Other techniques, though, could be, hey, I'm in the shower, that you just come out with a towel wrapped around you, and you're like, sorry, mate, really inconvenient time, just wet your hair a little bit.
Yeah, right, that seems like a lot of effort.
But it's what you... Yeah, but you'd rather do that than sit in a kitchen with people, showing you pamphlets, right?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't ever bring them in the house. We're going to kick things off with Jaden in Virginia. Jaden, good morning to you, mate. What's your tip?
Yeah, morning, lads. This one's foolproof, mate. You answer the door, tell them you got a steak on the stove and you can't talk, mate. It's as simple as that.
Steak on the stove. Are you going for the card of, hey, I don't want to overcook my steak. I'm a rare steak kind of guy, and it could go haywire any minute?
Absolutely. I think most people that enjoy a steak will understand and won't question it, mate. We're talking a couple of minutes between it going from medium rare to well done. So,
Jaden, do you have
you can't muck around with that.
Do you have a steak perfume you spray around the door before you answer it?
Nah, too quick, mate, for them to get us in and out.
Yeah.
In and out.
That's it. I feel like that is the technique as well. Door-to-door salespeople, just be quick, say your reason, get the hell out.
Jaden, can we test it with you? I'll play the role of the salesperson, and you try your technique, and we'll see how it goes down.
Yeah, right, go for it.
All right. G'day, mate. Can I have a moment of your time?
Yeah, sorry, buddy. I've just got a steak on the stove at the moment. I can't really talk.
Jaden, no, don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm out of here. It works. Good on you, mate. Thanks for getting involved.
Hey, Chris in Happy Valley, can you tell us, what's your technique? How do you get rid of the salespeople?
I've got a couple. The first one is you have a bunch of brochures by the front door and then just launch into your sales pitch. So, just offer them oxygen-enhanced water or something like that, something ridiculous.
Right.
Oh, so you try to sell to them.
Or the other one is you ask them if they've heard about, whatever religion and just start launching and give them a religious spiel about something and ask if they want to join up.
Right, so you're giving them the reverse role. You're doing the reverse Uno card on the salespeople, giving them a taste of their own medicine.
Yeah, you just don't forget to thank them for popping around.
Chris, what's the...
you're pleased to see them. You're glad they popped around to give, so you could give it to them.
What's the success rate with this one when you're trying something? Does anyone actually sit down and be like, oh, actually, I like what you're selling?
No, they just freak out and walk away.
Yeah, right. I feel like we should test this theory too.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we'll play the role of the salespeople, Chris.
No worries.
G'day, sir. Have you thought
Yeah, g'day, how you going? Glad
Hey.
you popped around. Can I offer you some oxygen-enhanced water? Look, here's my brochure. It's
Well,
only
actually, I was going to
$45 a
offer
month.
you.
No, mate.
No,
this is
do
the
you
way
wanna
to
be
go.
a Mormon?
You gotta do it. Like, it's hey?
Would you like to be a Mormon?
No, that's all good.
I mean, it works. Just cut him off and be rude.
Chris, that is unreal. I love that technique. I'll definitely be trying that. Thanks for getting involved. Let's wrap things up here with Darren in Anglevale. Darren, mate, what is your tip to avoid the door-to-door salespeople?
Hey, mate, just put some adult content up louder.
Adult content. Is it? I mean, it's a good excuse
mate,
to
look,
chuck it
you-
on.
You can have a steak cooking, but you know you don't know what's happening. You can hear something happening.
So
That's a different story.
are you making sure you're just in your boxes, or like is it a bit weird if you come out
mate,
fully clothed?
I'm pretty sure they won't even answer the door.
The salespeople.
I'll just walk up. I'll just walk up the door going, those guys busy.
Yeah. You get a Vaseline salesperson, and they're like, "Oh, I can see you've already stocked up."
I mean, Darren, we've tested everyone else's theory. I don't know how we're going to test this one, but are you ready to give it a crack?
Let's go, mate.
All right. G'day, mate. Can I have a moment of your time? Yeah, that's enough of that.
Tom, we're talking superhero worms.
Yes, I'm very excited to talk about this.
Yeah, so pretty much in Chernobyl, obviously the disasters that happened there left, the whole area radiation filled.
Yeah. It's like uninhabitable.
Yeah, literally. And, it's affected the mutation and the genes of lots of animals. There's been new frog species that's come out of it. Even dog species have been affected by the radiation.
Two-headed dogs, man.
More padding. Yeah.
More love.
Yeah. But, so different animals have been affected, but one new animal to sort of copper and get the mutation and see it turn into a little bit of a superpower is the worms.
Worms.
There are a bunch of worms living in the soil there and in the fruit, and recently they've gone in to examine it, put in the hazmat suits, radiation gear, and they've sussed these worms to see what the deal is. And pretty much, I didn't realise, but in Chernobyl, there's some areas that have the same radiation as, say, New York City, like real bare fine. It's a general
Right,
city.
okay.
And then there's other parts of Chernobyl that literally have the same radiation as outer space, some parts of it.
Oh my God.
So it is a crazy, the measuring of radiation there and what it does to insects and animals.
I like to think these worms, they're radioactive worms. The superpower is that they're living through the radiation.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they can't fly or,
No, well, that's
shoot
it.
webs or
yeah,
anything.
so they pretty much live through the radiation. They're examining how do you survive that.
But I like to think, one of these people might get bitten by a radioactive worm.
Worm boy.
And they'll get, worm.
Imagine copping that. Why does he get to be Batman and I'm Worm Boy?
Worm boy stinks. Worst superhero ever. What would his power be? He loses his arms and legs and eyes.
Yeah. So if you ever want me, if the Pentagon's ever under attack and you need me to go through the soil of Washington and swim through it, then I'll be your man.
Another fact about worms, they can eat their weight each day. Imagine if that was your superpower. Each day you have to eat your weight.
Just on a health craze.
I don't think that's healthy, mate.
What a superpower, though.
The average person be eating 80 kilos of food a day.
He's like, I didn't sign up for this. Once again, why does he get to fly?
Oh, also, a worm will die if its skin dries out.
Yuck.
Imagine having to be constantly moisturising.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Worm Boy has eczema. He won't be able to do the space mission required.
Worm Boy is unavailable for the Avengers. He's got to moisturise that Saturday. Worm Boy sucks.
Terrible.
Callum, Macca's has had a McMeltdown. Okay, all right.
Settle the hell down.
Let me try it again. There's been a McFlurry of issues at Macca's. All right. There's no pleasing our live audience.
Jeez, people love Macca's. People are up in arms about this one.
Yeah, no, but seriously, Macca's has had a worldwide IT outage on Friday night where they're saying it was not a cyber attack. Luckily, it was. They're saying it was a configuration change from a third party, caused all McDonald's stores worldwide to have no way to pay for their stuff. All the screens went down, all their tills were shot.
Right, it's a really funny thing because I guess the running joke with McDonald's is that they do have, their McFlurry Sheens break, and they have a few minor inconveniences that seem to happen
Frozen Cokes,
quite
always
regularly,
broken.
all these issues. So it's funny that it's resulted in a pretty huge blunder. And whenever these things happen, I just wonder, has Jerry in IT slipped on the cord? Has he accidentally pulled it out? And it's not a big deal, just plug it back in.
Well, I think it's funny about this, the funniest thing about all of this is people are really upset about it on social media. Like, there's some people that are really getting up and about that they couldn't go get Macca's.
Wow.
It's like people saying, McDonald's are closed when they're meant to be 24 hours. What the hell?
Yeah,
And it's like, dude, just go somewhere else.
There's other fast food chains, one.
Yeah.
And there's other food options, too.
So many other food options.
Just give it a break. It'll probably be fine in about 5 hours. It's interesting how polarizing it is because on every McDonald's post or, anything they put up, it's so polarizing. There's always people that either slam McDonald's and they hate it, or there's people that absolutely adore it and they'll, build a mutiny just to make sure that they get back online.
But what we're going to do in a moment, Callum, is open up the text line here, 0428 927 927. We want to know what couldn't you pay for. We do have an egg ski. It's a steel branded egg ski full to the brim with Red Bull and discounts to both Mowers Plus, Salisbury and Mount Barker. You can check out their Mega March Easter sale and get up to $1,000 off on selected items. But we want to know what couldn't you pay for? And it doesn't mean, you not having money. Like, for example, Saturday night. I know you felt the pain.
Don't tell me.
Saturday night, ANZ app goes down. And you know what? This is a pretty frequent thing. ANZ app goes down a lot, but it's always at the most inconvenient times. It's always a Friday or Saturday night when you're out and you go to be like, better check the old bank balance. And you go, ANZ app is currently unavailable. And you're like, what the hell?
Yeah. So
do it on a Wednesday afternoon.
I was trying to explain this to someone that, I couldn't pay for drinks when I was out on Saturday night. I said, I'm so sorry. Would you mind getting me a drink and I'll pay you back? And they couldn't believe it. They were with some other bank that never has this issue. And I'm like, no, it's just a periodic thing for ANZ. I live with it now. It happens every week almost.
I feel like it's every fortnight.
Surely.
ANZ app is down on a weekend. You're like, what the hell is going on? But we want to open up the text line here, Adelaide. What couldn't you pay for? So many people getting involved, letting us know what they couldn't pay for. We're going to kick things off with Lauren in Salisbury. Lauren, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Yeah, good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah,
very good.
Very well. What couldn't you pay for, Lauren?
So the On The Run app was down, and I had my 6-month-old baby in the car.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to get out of the car and get petrol with baby. I don't know if you've ever done it, but it's so hard. So that I rely on the app. And I did not take my purse this day. My husband was like, I'll fill up petrol the night before. I'm like, no, I'll just go do it with the app.
Yeah.
And then the app was down, and then I went to pay for my petrol, and I couldn't do it.
Oh, no.
So I was panicking, and I was like, what the hell? And then my dad had to come and save me. I was having a major meltdown. The baby's crying in the back.
Lauren,
it was just...
how long were you waiting for your dad?
Oh, maybe about 20 minutes.
Jeez,
and I was
20?
he's only around the corner as well. I'm like, come on.
It's the last thing you want to be doing.
20 minutes too long.
Yeah. Oh, I had to have his coffee first. So.
Good on you, Lauren. Thanks for getting involved, mate. We appreciate it.
Let's see. We got Kirsty in Springton. Tell us, what couldn't you pay for?
Oh, good morning, Tom and Callum. Happy
Good morning.
Monday.
Thank
Monday.
you. Happy Monday to you.
Well, as women, when we're getting ready to go to events, particularly festivals,
Yeah.
we don't want to take a big bag. So you take a small amount of items with you. On this occasion, I had not taken my purse.
Right.
Everything's on my phone. My license, my card,
Sure,
my
Fair enough.
ticket to get in,
Yeah.
all of those things. My phone died on me, even though I knew it was fully charged. Just had a connection and died.
Wow.
How early on in the night did it die?
Well, we were probably about 2 hours into the event. I also have a habit of losing my friends.
Yeah, right.
Not deliberately. I go to get drinks, go to meet them back at the same spot, and they're not there. Anyway, went to go buy drinks. Phone's not working. All I have on me is cash. And they're like, no, card only. I'm like, are you serious?
Oh, that's
Can
so
I
annoying.
not pay?
I
I've
don't.
got money.
I'm so.
This is money.
Kirsty, I'm with you. I'm so done with places not taking cash because it's legal tender,
Yeah,
right?
should be done.
Exactly.
Also, I love it when you're out as well and someone has a portable phone charger. What a game changer! The first time I ever saw one of those, I thought it was from the movie Tron. I was like, this is the way of the future, bringing a portable phone charger to a festival.
Good on you, Kirsty. Thanks for getting involved. Hey, we're going to wrap things up here with Nathan in Mansfield Park. Nath, what couldn't you pay for?
How you going, guys?
Yeah, good, mate.
So I was driving my housemate's car. Needed to fuel it up, so we change our own cars around. It's just one of the things, help each other out.
Yep, sure.
Went to pay for it, couldn't afford it, or had enough, didn't quite have enough for it.
Yeah.
About half hour later, he rocks up with a big, massive bag of uncounted shrapnel.
No way. Coins.
And then not only that, it wasn't even counted. And then he leaves. So I'm sitting there counting out little coins on the table.
Are we talking? Have we got gold coins in here, or are we talking 5 cents, 10 cents?
There is no gold. There was a few 50s, but it was mostly 10s and 20s. And I was like, talking about $30 worth.
Nathan, are you telling us he did an estimate? He didn't even count it. He just threw a Scrooge McDuck bag of coins at your chest and said, "I hope it works out."
Pretty much.
And Nath, I mean, did it work out? Was there enough coins in there?
Yeah, there's about $2 left over, so it did work out eventually.
It's tight.
It wasn't far off.
Nathan, mate, we've got a steel branded esky full of Red Bulls and discounts to Mowers Plus Salisbury and Mount Barker coming your way.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, guys.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for getting involved.
Hey, not only that, we want to give all of our callers just send an invite to Tom's Not So Surprised birthday next Friday.
Yeah.
Obviously, sign up on the website. You can come too. Hey, Tom, we do want to ask, why'd the party get cancelled? This is off the back of Old Faithful Scomo bringing us some more good content.
Take me to the April sun in October.
Jeez,
It's
Scomo
horrific.
is just full of memes, this bloke.
He is. Oh, his wife joining in on the harmony as well,
Yeah.
just clearly feeling bad for him.
Stay out of it.
I love this country, you know, just the fact that we have people in power like him, just so that we can have stories to talk about around the campfire.
So what's happening with Scomo?
So he's had a party. It's pretty much his farewell dinner out, heading out of politics now. And pretty much the party got cancelled. And the initial reason was that the Liberal Party could focus on winning the Cook election by April 13th was the initial reason, right?
Right, okay.
But then it's come out that people
Fair bit away.
People sort of like dissected that bit of information, right? And they said, nah, that can't be it because, they're in a pretty strong position. Like, they don't really have to prepare much anyway.
Yeah.
And now it's come out that it's because of a low attendance. That he didn't get enough RSVPs to the party.
Oh, that kind of makes me feel bad for him a little bit.
No Scomo Club. No. Yeah, people just aren't a fan of him, so they're not rocking up to the party, and it's just gone crazy on the internet. Obviously people jumping on this, taking the absolute piss. So we did want to ask, why'd the party get cancelled?
Yeah, give us a buzz now, 1300 737374. Why'd the party get cancelled? We do have double passes to go see Frankie Wah and Sash going back-to-back at Gatsby Laneway. You can get your tickets at Humanitics right now online, or you can win a double pass just by getting involved, giving us a buzz, 1300 737374. Why'd the party get cancelled?
Hey, and good reason as well. If you look at the attendance, who was coming, former health minister, former PM, former finance minister, and an energy minister. Sounds like a bad joke, like they're all walking into a bar, but like the punchline is it's going to be a boring as shit party. Like, who would want to go to that? Just be political jibber jabber the whole time.
Someone texted in here saying, I slipped in the shower 30 minutes before my 21st. Had to go straight to hospital. Couldn't even go to the party and rock the cast.
Damn.
I've got a lot of questions about this. Who's showering 30 minutes before their 21st?
Mad rush. Mad rush before the 21st.
Insane.
She's a pretty unorganised person there. This one here. Good morning. Didn't cancel as much as scaled back. My son's 3rd birthday. Had organised a bounce house, but there was an extreme wind warning. Fearful a bunch of kids will get airborne. We moved the party indoors and lost our deposit.
Yeah,
I feel
probably the
that's
right call.
It's a rare occurrence. It's going to go airborne.
I mean, with an extreme wind warning, yeah. Maybe he could have just moved the bounce house inside.
Imagine explaining that one to the kid as well at 3 years old. Hey, you and your friends might get ejected into the sky. Don't worry about it. I'm doing you a favour.
Got another text in here. G'day, guys. Cancelled my sister's birthday as a joke on Facebook. And then the night of, only like 3 people came. I still feel bad about it.
It's not even funny. What's the result?
That's just mean.
What end result do you think will happen?
Yeah. Well, and why wouldn't you just be like, psych, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone can still come.
Let it go for 10 minutes, bring it back.
Hey, we're going to go to Henry and Gillies Plains. Henry, why'd you cancel the party?
G'day, fellas. How you doing?
Very good.
Good, mate. And yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. Now, I had a party on for... So one of my mates, it was a classic situation where someone knew someone whose cousin was dating someone who had coffee with a producer at a TV network.
Right.
So we knew who was going to win MasterChef that year.
I think
So we've all loaded up on someone to win MasterChef, and we're like, tonight is the night, it's the grand finale. Everyone come over. We had cases of beer, we had a barbecue ready to go.
It's huge.
All sat down to watch the coronation, and we're like, oh yeah, here we go, the cash is about to roll in. Then Laura leaves the bloody freezer door open and the dessert doesn't set. She doesn't win it. And then we're like, all right, party's over. Everyone go home.
Oh, no. It was brutal. I had the exact same party, and as soon as that freezer door started beeping and everyone watched their wallets just disappear...
I'm not going to lie, having 15 people sitting around the TV going, close the door! Close the door!
Can I ask,
fun,
the
party would have been nicer.
Was the person there to blame? Did they get, exiled immediately?
Yeah, and the person who came up with the room into the group also was quite a chatty person, so it had spread like wildfire. So there were like 15, 20 people in the room. I don't want to say that there was a house deposit loss between everyone, but it wasn't great.
Jesus. Henry, can we get a ballpark figure? How much did you put on?
Me personally, I had about $400 right
in the hundreds.
But in the room, I reckon there was unironically about 12.5 grand.
For MasterChef.
And that is a good time to remind everyone to gamble responsibly.
Please do.
Here with Tom and Callum.